podcast about General Hospital. This week was a what the heck is going on week for me. So let's start with Curtis. Curtis is a piece of work, as we all know, and I think he feels justified punching Isaiah. He's saying how, oh, it wasn't too bad. He would pay for his medical fees, whatever, not knowing that Isaiah fractured his hand and wrist really badly. So now he can't be a surgeon. The people that he probably had lined up to have surgery for probably have to wait longer to have surgery. I feel bad for Isaiah and his patients in this one. All because Curtis is walking around with a chip on his shoulders. What was your thought on this, Mom?
I was angry at the whole Curtis scene. When he punched Isaiah and Isaiah flew over that table, I didn't like how Curtis was strutting around. That got on my nerves right there. I was
Mm-hmm.
upset. And then to sit up there and act like he didn't do anything wrong, you just laid this man out for no good reason. I don't care what Isaiah said to him. He did not have a right to sit there and punch him in that way. He just wanted to basically attack him.
Yeah.
And to me, it all stems from the whole he don't want Portia with no doggone body because he didn't do it. And instead of him, okay, he was supposed to be a cop before. So instead of him doing detective work, he just jumped into conclusion that Isaiah did this because he wanted to be Isaiah. And then when he finds out it wasn't Isaiah, it was somebody else, then what? He gonna go to Isaiah and say, I'm sorry, it's too late. You messed up that man's hand. I agree with you. He can no longer probably do surgery for a long time
Mm-hmm.
because the doctor told him he needs several surgeries
Yeah.
now on that one hand. And I'm like, that is crazy. I didn't like Portia saying, oh, to Isaiah, like, oh, you baited him. What? So you gonna say that right now? And he just found out that he cannot do surgery right now, probably for a long time. So I was annoyed with Portia for even saying that to him in the first place. But I feel sorry for Isaiah. But the look on Isaiah's face, Curtis about to watch out because we don't know Isaiah's background at all. We don't
Mm-mm.
know anything about him. So they could take that character and all of a sudden now turn him into a villain. And I'm here for it because the way Curtis did him, it was low down and dirty. You don't know if that man still got student loans he's trying to pay off. How's he supposed to feed himself and take care of himself if he's not working? It's just that's a whole lot of mess. And if I was Isaiah, the first thing I'd do is lawyer up.
Oh
And I
yeah.
would definitely press some charges against Curtis. I don't care what Portia say or Jordan say. I would press those charges, and then I would sue Curtis to the oblivion. I would sue him because to take away his livelihood like that. Because even when his hand get fixed, we still don't know if he can do surgery.
Yeah. 'Cause that's his main thing because he's a transplant surgery. So he's been doing this for a long time, and he was just talking about the kid who needed surgery. He's been waiting for this, and now this kid may have to wait longer or start over with a different doctor. It's messy, all because Curtis is just mad that Portia moved. I'm like, Curtis, go sit down somewhere. And yeah, I didn't like when Portia was like, well, you baited him, and Isaiah's like, doesn't matter what I said to the man, doesn't matter what I say to him. He wanted to punch me. I'm like, exactly. Like he's just it's whatever. So I hope he lawyer up. It got me thinking though, so he's a part of Aurora. And remember years ago, I'm not sure how long it's been though, but him and Drew had this contract, right? Between
Hmm.
them where he was like the CEO or something like that. Is that contract almost up?
I don't know, but Michael can definitely take him out that position because if it becomes a lot of heat on Curtis and it's,
Mm-hmm.
all in the press. Michael, I believe, has the authority to remove him. And I know Michael probably don't want to do that with him, but business is business. And
Yeah.
Michael do stand on business.
Yeah.
So I hope it's enough flag that Michael has to tell him to stand down because then he won't have the resources to fight back with Isaiah financially either.
No.
Because hopefully Isaiah was stacking some of his money so that he can go after Curtis. And I hope he does because Curtis is too arrogant and I see the new cop was even like, who is this? The guy that they brought on
Mm-hmm.
now, it's the new detective or whatever. Even he was looking like, Curtis got, too much privilege or something going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's crazy the way that he just don't, even when Jordan came to get him, he just still blaming Isaiah like he did nothing wrong. And I'm just like, Jordan, wait till you find out that Isaiah hand is messed up. So what you gonna say then to
Yeah.
Curtis? You know what I'm saying? Are you still going to be Team Curtis at that point? Did he basically destroy this man's career, or is she going to be like, Curtis, you was wrong? Because people need to call him out instead of sitting there going, oh, okay, Curtis is good. No, it's not.
Yeah, no, he's doing way too much too quickly. And I hope Stella finds out about Isaiah, puts her foot up at him too. That's the one time Stella needs to say something because her nephew is losing his damn mind and he don't know how to live without a woman in his life. Dude needs some help. All right. I'm just so tired of him. So hopefully this could be the downfall of Curtis because he's been on this high ass pedestal for a long time. And I'm over it. And hopefully Jordan is smart enough to move on. Cause girl, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth the headache. She been miserable ever since she got with that man. And Portia
Hmm.
having him as the baby daddy. Oh, I feel sorry for her. It's
Well,
just
I'm not gonna feel sorry for Portia though if she started acting crazy with Isaiah after what Curtis
true.
put him through because he wouldn't be in that position if it wasn't for her and her ex. They need to turn that character dark
Yeah.
because that's terrible.
Yeah, well, I think they almost started to after Jordan and him kind of broke up. I feel like he was kind of there. I'm not sure. I think he has it in him. We shall see with Isaiah because Isaiah is has every right to be angry.
Heck yeah.
Now it's a matter of what is he going to do next. Like Valentin is angry right now about Anna. When Valentin and Carly were talking, Carly's like, "Well, you're in love with Anna." I said, "Oh, Carly, and I know how it feels to be number two. Because with
Right.
Jason, you was always number one. And whoever he was with, Sam, Courtney, Elizabeth, they always were number two. Now you know how it feels to be number two, Carly, and she's salty about it. Of course, Valentine loves Anna. I mean, hello. Like,
That's the love of his life.
yeah, like duh. So I was just like, Carly, where you been at? Then Danny and Charlotte came in. So Danny and Charlotte over here, the whole Brit Cullum Sitwell stuff. They get caught within like 2 minutes. It was ridiculous. They get caught. Cullum was like he was about to throw them in the dungeon or something. Luckily, Sitwell and Ava walked in. Sitwell looking at Cullum like, "What are you doing, man? Like, didn't I tell you not to mess with Danny?" And now you got Charlotte, who's the grandmother of Laura. You got Valentine. They don't know where
Well,
Valentine is at. It's like, what are
yeah.
you doing, Colin? So Sidwell's like, yeah, get out. And then Sidwell finds out that Danny was with Alexis and Marco. And then he tells Colin about it. I felt like Danny and Charlotte just weren't that helpful. Of course, they went over to tell Valentine and Carly about it, and Valentine says he's going to destroy the prototype. How? How?
Listen,
I'm like, how?
listen.
Go ahead.
Listen, Valentine jumped out of a plane, okay, and made his way to Carly house. He gonna figure some stuff out.
Yeah,
He gonna figure
true,
it out.
true, true. It's just that he doesn't know Wyndemere as well as he used to because Sid will change himself. And if he does go there, maybe he'll find Jocelyn and get her out of there. Because Jocelyn's trying to fight back. She hit Cassius on the head with the chair. She's trying to get out of there. It ain't working. And then she found, Anna saying, like, I am Anna. I was here and, kidnapped. So she knows Anna was there and she found some tools. So Jocelyn's trying to get out. I give her credit for at least trying to get out. But do I want her to release? No. I think she should stay down there like another like
Well,
year or two.
Cassius is trying to help her out though, because he was like, listen, if I wanted you there, you already be there, you
Yeah.
know. So I understand her need to get up out of there, but if Colum gets her, she's done anyway.
Hmm.
So I think that she actually kind of starting to me, I think she believes a lot of stuff that he's saying, but she just, of course, wants to get out of there, and I don't blame her because she don't know what's gonna happen. But Colum doesn't know that she's there, or he would have been down there,
Yeah.
like legally split on her. That should give her pause too. That Cassius isn't throwing her under the bus, you know. But to me, he's just running around trying to save everybody right now.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Cause we got him. I love when he went off on Dante. Cause he like call your dad. I'm like, thank you. I was yelling at the screen all week. Call Sonny. What is y'all doing? Why y'all panicking so much? You have no plan. Call Sonny. Dude has a private island. He will be safe there. Like, come on. So we got Rocco is losing it. The actor, I believe his name is Finn Carr, who plays Rocco, is doing great.
He
He
is.
is just losing it. He don't know what to do. You got Lulu and Dante going at it. Dante feel like Lulu is being a crappy mom, pretty much. That she's trying to make up lost time with Rocco. I'm like, is she really? Because when she came back, she went to go find Charlotte. She didn't stay, I think, for Christmas and New Year's. She left to go find Charlotte. She did not spend time with Rocco. Rocco been down this very harsh hill since I think Lulu woke up because he lost Sam. A month later, his mom wakes up. Mom takes off to go find Charlotte, and then he gets alcohol poisoning. He breaks in to Dalton's lab, and then he's following Brit around, and then he shoots Call. I mean, dude's been downhill for a while, and Lulu and Dante have not done much to help him. To me, yes, him and Brit have this weird relationship going on, but she listens to him. He's able to, I feel like, be himself more around Brit than Lulu and Dante because they both want things a certain way, which is why he turned to Brit. I wish Brit said no to Rocco and just said go with your mom because she already got the passports. But Brit's like, fine, go ahead. I'm like, Brit, come on. Like, you should have said no because you know how Dante and Lulu are. He's still a minor. So they might think she's kidnapping him when she's not. Rocco's going willingly. So it's just a hot mess. But I really wish Sonny was involved in this. Nobody's telling Sonny anything. And yes, Brit told Sonny about Sitwell took out Dalton, but she should have told him about Pascal and Cullum getting Marco unalive. I don't get why she didn't add that in there. Maybe because she don't got any evidence, but she knows what's going on. So, what are your thoughts on this whole Rocco thing?
Well, my best scene was between Elizabeth and Brit when Brit had grabbed her and stuff. That was
Liz was
hilarious.
weak.
She was like, "Let me go." That was hilarious. She threw her
Liz
butt
was
up in the
so
closet.
weak. That was weak.
I was like, Liz, I need you to go to Sunny's gym, okay? You got to go to Sunny's gym and learn how to defend yourself. But yeah, Liz was like, let me go. And then Brett threw her in the closet. I was like, dang, you gonna let Brett do you like that? But yeah, it was that scene right there was funny. But yeah, I think the person I agree with you to play Rocco, he's doing a great job. He is losing it. That kid definitely gonna need some kind of therapy or something to help him get through all of this because it's a hot mess. And then Dante and Lulu always arguing and him walking up, listening to it, that's not helping either. So I kind of understand why he's leaning on Britt because his parents are kind of tripping. But the only person got a plan to me was Lulu because at least
Mm-hmm.
she was trying to get him out of there. And she went to Ethan and was like, hey, we need fake passports. All of that. Ethan came through. And then she went back and told him, I know I need you to come with us, though. You know, she was going to leave Charlotte behind or whatever with her mom. I was glad when Laura showed up. She was like, "Yeah, Dante called me. Do what you got to do." So I was glad she didn't, come there to go off on her. Like, what are you doing? Don't be taking. She didn't ask why. She just was like, "You do what you have to do. I trust you to do the right thing." Because his Lulu instincts is saying we got to get him out of here. But time's up. Colin didn't already figured it out.
Yeah.
They better hurry up and find Brit at this point because she does have Rocco.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's gonna track Brit down and go after both of them at this point.
Yeah. Now it's just down to the wire. And all they had to do was call Sonny. Cassius was the only one who's like, call your dad, Dante. Like,
Hmm.
what is y'all doing? Cassius kept telling them, get him out of town. At first, Lil was like, no, I can't get him out of town. And now she's like, Ethan, I need your help. What? Which one is it, Lil? Like, everybody's is just awful. Cassius is the only one who's trying to save everybody, and they just won't listen to him. It's very frustrating. I feel sorry for him. But that's our take on General Hospital this week. Thank you so much for listening to our show. We do have an extra on YouTube that you can check out at Mom and Daughter Talk Daytime Soaps. And we'll see you over there. Thanks for listening.
Bye, everyone.